Hey everyone, I'm making some deviled eggs. Do you only make them for a holiday or for something special? I don't. I make them because I like them, and I'm here to prove to you that I don't always make a perfect egg. Well, somebody said when I made them for Thanksgiving, how do you get your eggs so perfect? It's not really some of them just do not peel well. I think if they're fresher, I just got this dozen delivered yesterday, so I cut my egg in half and I pop out my yolk, and I'm going to do it just a basic recipe that I like. I've had a whole bunch of different ones, and again, I've had them with horseradish, I've had them with bacon bits, I've had them loaded, I've had them unloaded. This is a basic deviled eggs recipe that I make, that I like. So you just make it the way you like it. I boiled 7 eggs. The recipe I usually do 6, so I had 12, but I have a 18 egg carton holder in my fridge. I had 19 eggs, so I said, well, we're going to have 7 eggs today, which will be 14 halves. So earlier I did a chicken salad recipe, and I was talking about the snacks. This is a snack. If you have 2 of these, you got some protein, and they're filling, and they sustain you. Everything I do is for a purpose now. It's a Monday. It's not a special day. I could just boil hard-boiled eggs and have them, but as I told you in my egg white videos, I've never been much of an egg white girl. So when they're deviled and they have a little more flavor, I can eat the egg whites better than if they're just a hard-boiled egg. If hard-boiled eggs are chopped up in a salad, I've gotten older, so I've learned that you can't just have the yolk. I used to lick the yolks out of these deviled eggs for the first 40 years of my life. I never would eat the white. It's gross, I know. So that is a good container. I'm going to have this perfect little container of little eggs. I don't know. I just had these containers. I'm a lock and lock girl. So I'm thinking I'm going to season and put things in before I smash them up, so you know exactly what I put in. Obviously, the usual suspects. Some salt, and I would say liberally because eggs don't have a whole lot going on. I like some black pepper, and I do things a little different just because. I'm going to put in a teaspoon of Dijon mustard. And I like the good Grey Poupon Dijon mustard for this because it gives it a lot of zip and you don't need as much mayonnaise. I go with the mustard versus the mayonnaise. I'm also going to use that same teaspoon for some apple cider vinegar. This is organic with the mother. I put a teaspoon of that in 6 eggs. So if it runs over a little bit, that's okay because I have 7 eggs. That teaspoon is all I need. And I'm going to let it splash a little more because I like the flavor of it. And it's good for you. And then for all of these eggs, it's 3 tablespoons of mayonnaise. That seems like a lot. 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise I'll start with and see where we're at. I feel like it's 3, but I don't know. I'm going to start with 2. I'm lick my finger. Now I'm going to start smashing. That's all I put in my deviled eggs. Vinegar, salt, pepper, Dijon mustard is what gives it a lot of flavor. And then the trick that, 2 is plenty. 2 tablespoons of mayo is plenty for the 7 eggs. The other day when I did Thanksgiving, I had 8 eggs, and I did the same amounts. But I think I used 3 maybe. But this is why I did write it down, but my book is in the other room, and I was too lazy to go get it. It's ridiculous. Those eggs came out perfect. It's the way I like them. I said, let me write that down, so I make them again the same. So now, at this point, you could do it in a food processor. If you were making a lot of them, you can do it in a food processor. You can do it in a piping bag. This is one person eating this. I'll eat these all week. Dave does not eat them. If Tommy stops over, or if Courtney comes over, Braylon. Today Braylon is 13. I can't take it. She's the girl. She named me Gaga. Today is her actual birthday. And Gaga, can't believe 13 years. I was in the delivery room when she came. I can't believe that's been 13 years. Just unbelievable how time is going. So I'm going to call that deviled eggs fixture. I mean, if you want it more whipped, smash away, which I might. I'll smash with the spoon. Now, when I go to functions, I don't eat deviled eggs because I know that they have to be touched. I'm a weirdo. I always wonder where it's been, who's made it, who's touched it, is the kitchen clean? Even though mine looks like shambles half the time when I'm doing videos. Because usually you have to touch it. It's just the way it is. It's the nature of the beast. So I'm going to do 2 spoons, go around 1 and see who needs more at the end. Just like the typical deviled egg recipes are. At the end, I sprinkle a little paprika on top and close it up and chill it. And then I've got chicken salad and deviled eggs so far for my meal prep for like lunches and snacks and whatever I want it for. I really can't tell you how much it helps to do it. It's hard to look at you and look at this at the same time. So this might be boring. You might have already left and said, the heck with this, I know how to make deviled eggs, and I don't blame you. So tonight, I said earlier, is our last game of pitch. I always bring a snack. I'm like a little weirdo. I bring a bento box with apples and cheddar cheese and nuts. Tonight I might bring myself a deviled egg and a little bit of chicken salad, since I want to have my snack 2 to 4 hours before I go to sleep. We will be still playing cards. This is like the perfect recipe. It comes out perfect every time. I don't know. Tell me how you got. I want to hear in the comments how you make your deviled eggs. Like I said, I've had them with relish in them. I've had them with horseradish. I've had them with bacon bits, like loaded, a baked potato would be. But this is the plainest deviled eggs ever, and they're just tasty, and they do what I need them to do, which is give me protein, taste good, keep it low calorie. By only 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise in all of these. So there's 14 eggs. I eat 2, which is an egg, at a time. So this would be 7 days worth. Sometimes I eat 3, depends on what I'm having. If it's part of my lunch, it's like spot on with that mustard. And it has to be Grey Poupon. I've tried knockoffs. I don't love them. And that has to be, people argue Duke's, and I guess if you're from the South, it's Duke's. If you're from somewhere else, it's Blue Ribbon. If you're from people like Kraft, trust me, I'm no expert. I just know what I like. So I don't need anybody yelling saying this one's better, that one's better. I want you guys to do what you like. Then this, people think it's for garnish, and it is. But to me, paprika has a little pepper flavor that's different than black pepper. And a friend of mine asked me that the other day, what I liked about it. And I also have smoked paprika. There I've made 14 deviled eggs in just a matter of minutes. Sorry guys, I don't have lots to show you this week. I'll keep going, but that's deviled eggs and chicken salad so far. And I will talk to you soon. And I love you guys.